Now, listen, you guys. Natalie Nunn is now exing, like, Nicki Minaj mentioned in her in that song is something that she didn't celebrate, and I'm like, Natalie, aren't you the same girl who was literally running that song down to the ground? What went wrong? We're also going to be discussing about Doechii and, of course, this timeless remix and how people are reacting to that. Meanwhile, Roach cannot get enough of Nicki Minaj's, Met Gala look, despite at the beginning being shady or being accused of being shady by the Babs. Akademiks is out there getting at Loren LaRosa, and people are like, okay, you always have this energy when it comes to females. We're also going to be discussing about Nicki Minaj on Stationhead. It seems like she's tired of you people bringing mess to her algorithm, and she's like, if you keep up with this mess, I'm definitely going to block you. Hello tea lovers, and welcome to the tea blog. I trust you guys are doing well, and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing, and without further ado, let us dive straight into today's tea. So, first of all, let us talk about Ming Lee. At this point, I'd like to say that I'm shocked, but honestly, I'm not, because I saw this coming. I know that pretty much everybody, when Ming was casted for that show, people knew that most likely they are going to be using Nicki Minaj, as a storyline to get some form of attention. And, I still had a little bit of hope in me that, well, Ming is not going to fall for it. But seeing how she has been moving in the industry, I really also did know that, well, to a certain extent, she is gullible. It seems like that actually is now happening right now, because Ming will come online and she will say that, oh, I don't want to use my sister's name for clout. However, every opportunity that she gets to be in front of the camera, she cannot help but mention Nicki Minaj. And I guess she didn't realize that Natalie Nunn probably was giving her that gig just so they can get to say, oh, Nicki this, Nicki that. Because guess what? That's exactly what they are now doing on that show. And to make matters worse, they are deciding to paint her the bad guy again, because, well, there is a snippet that has been released of Natalie Nunn and, of course, Ming Lee. And it seems like in their discussion and their introductions, they found the need to mention Nicki Minaj. And this is annoying. Like, literally, this is very annoying. But let me insert what they had to say, and then I'll catch you guys after that.
Handpicked you to be on Baddies Gone Wild Brazil, because I just like, your sister didn't talk shit about me before, right? I don't know if it was shit talking or not.
My name was Natalie Nunn. You bitches still couldn't check me.
I'm like, damn. But I feel like you have your own thing going, and I really want you to shine and be a star and like do your big one.
Well, for one thing, I would love to say thank you for the opportunity.
Yes.
I really love and appreciate you for everything that you're doing for me. Like, even being in a sister's shadow and shit like that. Like, I still try to find my way to, like, not like grab for attention, but like, show people that like I'm more to what people talk about
like
me.
Like you're Ming Lee.
I mean, stepping out my sister's shadow, like, it's kind of like a hard thing to do, because people will think of you as, oh, you look like your sister, you act like your sister, you talk like your sister. So you can't really escape it.
You're the youngest girl in the house, but how old are you?
I'm 19.
19.
Yes.
Well, good thing in Brazil, a legal age to drink and turn up is 18. So you can have your baddie shot across.
Well, there you heard that, you guys. Now, first of all, I'm really surprised by Natalie Nunn, because now she's like, wow, your sister was talking ish about me, but I know that you're your own person. And Ming is out there smiling like, and I'm looking at her like, you're not even seeing what they're trying to do. They are trying to like plant it in Ming's head that you're so much better than your sister. You're not a villain. You're a good person. So we welcome you, but she is the villain. And Natalie Nunn, I'm shocked, because this is the same girl that literally, when that song came out, you could have sworn that that was the biggest highlight of her year, because she could not stop playing that song. Be it in the club, Natalie Nunn would be dancing to Even If My Chin Was Natalie Nunn. Be it on her Instagram story, it was the same thing. So now for her to actually turn around and try to make it seem like she wasn't celebrating that mention is nothing short of appalling. I remember she even made a post where she was like, "Oh, Nicki Minaj, I've gained popularity since I was mentioned, or this and that. So where is all this energy coming from?" And for Ming to be kiki and I'm looking at her like, "Girl, what are you doing?" As if that's not enough, you guys, there is this Baddies Africa Instagram page, and they are now trying to make it seem like Nicki Minaj unfollowed Natalie Nunn because Natalie is the one who did cast her sister. And at this point I'm like, where is the shame? Like, can you leave this woman alone? You cannot tell me that show, for some reason, they now want to have a beef with Nicki Minaj. But then again, everybody kind of predicted that this was going to happen, and it was going to look like Nicki Minaj, if she does respond to Natalie Nunn, if she responds to any of this thing, if she says stop using my name for clout, she's going to be painted as the bad guy. Oh my God, she's evil because she doesn't want her sister to get some light. What light does that show bring to a 19-year-old? Seriously, what light does it bring? And Ming, seeing that clip of Ming just made me realize how much gullible she is. Oh my God. But anyway, this page said Nicki Minaj has unfollowed Natalie Nunn after casting her sister for Baddies Gone Wild. And the most insane thing about this entire situation is Nicki unfollowed Natalie Nunn way back before the casting. So I'm just looking at them like, what are you trying to do? Where is the shame? But then when I remember the contents of that show, what they call content, I'm like, of course they wouldn't have any show. It's absurd for me to expect any kind of morality or any kind of standards or any kind of shame at that. Because literally the people over there are being made to fight over nothing. So, but anyway, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about this entire drama. And with Ming, really, I cannot tell. Just yesterday, I was admiring how she was expressing love to her sister for the Met Gala look. And she was like, "Oh, Onika ate the look." And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool to watch. But now, the next morning, we're waking up to this. Moving on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, still talking about Nicki Minaj. It seems like Roach finally, I don't know, he cannot get enough of Nicki Minaj, because you guys know that the Babs have been feeling some type of way, feeling that is hardly posting anything Nicki Minaj related in as far as the Met Gala is concerned. People are also clocking him, for posting those unprofessionally taken pictures of Nicki Minaj. People thought like, well, he was actually being messy. However, it seems like, lately he has been posting Nicki left, right, and center. And I did see commentary on his styling this year, and I could understand why he is now resorting to that. People were basically pointing out that, well, when it comes to majority of the people that he styled, they looked okay, and Zendaya actually looked amazing. However, it seems like, well, another person came with the same outfit, and if you know anything about styling, that's every stylist's worst nightmare. It's not something that any stylist would want, because then the question of who wore it better, did you put in effort, how could that happen, especially on a big night like Met Gala. Okay, this is not like some Gucci top that Instagram baddies are wearing and you're like, who wore it better? No, this is the Met. So of course I do know that Lo felt some type of way about that. And when it comes to Tyler, honestly, people were not really feeling the look. And I guess that left him no option but to celebrate that one look that didn't have, anyone saying, oh, it's similar to this, or it's mediocre, or it's subpar. So, yeah, I get it. But then again, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. Moving on to the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to talk about Doechii and the remix to Timeless. Now, I don't know if this is the reaction that, her and her team were expecting when they made the remix. First of all, people are saying that, well, she sounds a lot like Flo Milli with that flow. I mean, I did listen to the song, and it is safe to say that when I heard it, I was just like, well, it's an okay flow. It's fine, but it's not like something that I would gig over. However, the Twitter bots really do feel otherwise because they are out there gagging in a similar way. When I tell you the wording of those accounts, it's the same. It's ridiculous to even read out. Let me see if I took a screenshot of, any one of those accounts and how, everything was worded. I'm like, if you're going to use bots, at least try to make it seem, believable, because what is this ridiculousness? I'm sorry, guys. It seems like I didn't take a screenshot of that particular. There's one that I saw and I was like, what is this? But that being said, it seems like people are saying that, well, she stole from Flo Milli. They say that, well, it sounds a lot like something Flo Milli would say and stuff like that. And at this point, I'm just like, yeah, that's interesting. Because, if it's one song, another person is saying it's Nicki, the other one is Doechii, the other one is Flo Milli, and you need to have identity. It reminds me of one, of these female rappers when they said, I dislike a B with no identity because what? Flo Milli of all the people? And the interesting thing is now the people are saying, well, it's the Babs that are disliking Doechii, but clearly Flo Milli fans, does she have any anyway? Flo Milli has fans. I see why they can say that it's the Babs doing that, because people don't believe Flo Milli has fans that can also defend her flow. But anyway, it's okay. Whatever, if they decide to say that it is us, it is us. It's okay. Let's move on to the next thing that we are going to be talking about. We are going to be talking about Akademiks and Loren LaRosa. Now, Akademiks has got a lot of energy when it comes to females. A lot. He's very, very quick to call women out of their names. But when it comes to men, he cries. He literally goes on stream and he starts crying. I mean, we saw that happening in real time when it happened with Sosi Santana and Carisha. He had a lot of energy for Carisha. However, when Sosi stepped in and, he was like, come, let's squabble up. Akademiks was found shaking and crying on stream. So now it seems like he's not having it. And all this because Loren LaRosa said that Akademiks lied about Kendrick Lamar. Now, with Ak, you never know really if he's truly bothered or if that day is a little bit drunk. You get it. Like, if he's drinking his liquor or, on stream, or you don't know. Because the way that it was so triggered, I was like, it's not that deep. You could have just said, I didn't lie about, that. And you could have moved on. But the way he went in over one, I was like, what? So Loren LaRosa said, I'm here and at Akademiks lied. Kendrick like that. Caesar is effing performing her A off. This show is fire, okay? So this was Loren confirming, her attendance at Kendrick Lamar and Caesar's tour. However, Akademiks was not here for it. He was like, B, what I lie about? F you using my name in a tweet for, because you got some free tickets. And then he went forward and somebody said, calling her out of her name may not have been necessary. And I agree with that, honestly. I didn't really think it was that deep. Akademiks went in and said, ninja, F any ninja, man, animal, child, person, alien who speak down on me. Stop playing with me. That bitch shouldn't mention a effing god like me. She a effing library attendant. All she do is read a shit. Big act in your caliber. Honestly, he must have been drunk because what? He went off. As if that wasn't enough, it was like, new op identified. Log in. Now you're doing too much academic. Akademiks because it's not that serious. Honestly, it is really not that serious. And after that, he went on stream, you guys. He went on live and he went in on Loren. He went off for like 12 minutes. If he wasn't swearing so much, I would have inserted the audio of that, but I'm not gonna be able to do that because wow, he was so annoyed. He was swearing after every 2 seconds, after every two words. It was an effing swear word. Oh my god. And I'm just looking at him like, it's not that serious. Now, that being said, Loren also, like, I get it. You enjoyed the Kendrick show and stuff like that. You could have made your point without mentioning Akademiks. Now you got the attention that you were looking for. Like, what was because I remember the last stream that I actually saw Akademiks talking about the tour. If anything, it was actually acknowledging Kendrick and the tour to the point that even Drake fans felt some type of way and they felt like, well, he was switching on Drake because, well, he was praising the shows and stuff like that and Kendrick's performance. So I get why he would get annoyed because already his friends, the owls, were feeling like, well, he's turning on Drake, for Kendrick. So I mean, imagine after making an effort, because I know for Akademiks it's not easy for him to sit on stream and acknowledge Kendrick, and if he's doing well and stuff like that, given his very apparent appetite for Drake's eggplant. I'm just joking with eggplant. But you get what I'm saying. It's already hard for him to do that. So the fact that he was able to be objective and, be honest that, listen, the show is actually lit, and then Loren is coming in there making it seem like Ike was being a hater of the tour and the performance, that would get annoying for him. But anyway, let me know in the comment section, you guys, what you think about that. And also let me know if you do see what I'm talking about him having so much energy for females, but none whatsoever when it comes to males. He kept on mentioning, even if Charlamagne comes himself to say that, well, why would you do that? I would tell him, for F you. And you did not keep the same energy for sources Akademiks. Let's be honest, you were crying. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, let us talk about Nicki Minaj. She decided to go on Stationhead to address the Babs, and in there, she was, of course, making fun of Raja. I don't know who Nicki and Raja, what their situation is over there, because it seems like the trolling really does go both ways, or at least Nicki does clap back when it comes to Raja. That's one person she seems to not mind giving clout. So in between trolling Raja and of course Raja, sorry, and of course telling the Babs to not bring mess to her Twitter. It was really a fun Stationhead to listen to, and it seems to me she doesn't like it when people bring these other people to her algorithm, and you guys, some people feel like they're doing a good thing when they constantly compare Nicki and all these fights on Twitter, stan Twitter. It seems like she really doesn't like that. So yeah, let me insert you guys what she had to say, and then I don't think that after that I'm gonna be coming back. So that being said, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and thank you very much for making it this far. If you have not already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I post. And until my next one, see you.
Let me see. Nah, nah, nah. Okay. Yep. So this is the winners. Pedrocito is gonna have to help me with this. But I will just announce them so I can do what I got to go ahead and do. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. Okay, so no, no, um, nope. Okay. Now, within this bunch, there may have been people that won, but for the most part, they all look pretty new, like new names that I'm not sure I've won anything before. Maybe two, maybe I don't know. But here they are. Smurf 12. Smurf 12. Pretty Paisha. Pretty Paisha. Sean Pariah. Sean Pariah. Sweet Honey Sweet Honey YG. Sweet Honey YG. Ledge the Great. Ledge the Great. The Princess Jazz. The Princess Jazz. And Sugar Shay DeBar. Sugar Shay DeBar. Okay, so now, in addition to that one, I'm going to give it as well to. These are two people who I saw on here who I don't think have ever won something. Rude Boy. This was earlier when I got on. RUDEBOII and Tangy Bad. Tangy Bad. Tangy Bad. Okay, so I'm probably going to. Or you know what? I'll have Pedro post it so that I can delete the all the tweets and stuff. But I'm gonna tell you that I love you very much, and I appreciate you so much. And you are so cute and so smart and so funny and so everything. Okay? Yes, you are beautiful. You are beautiful. Okay. Now, so yes, I will send you a petal from a rose. And I also have to send my notes, personalized notes for the last winners for our last game, right? Okay. So, anything else that I was going to touch on? Who's been sipping on something and who's been smoking on anything? Who was like vibing out, feeling all sexy? Okay, next time I see you guys, I will bring you some weed, okay? Just tell me where y'all want me to meet y'all. Um, actually, say no to drugs, okay? So are you guys okay? Are you feeling yourselves? Thank you, Andrew, for buying 7 checklist items. Andrew Graham. And should I cuss y'all out today or should I be nice today? Is there anything that I need to cuss y'all out about today before I head on and up and out of here? Well, somebody said be nice today. Well, I'm nice every day. Bobs, don't bring no nonsense into Gag City. Okay. When I zoom past on these apps, I want to make sure that the barbs are being smart and cute, pretty, sassy, sexy, funny, charming. However, don't bring no foolishness anywhere near my motherfucking eyesight, okay? If I sees it, you goes with it. You peeps it? Okay, 'cause I keeps it real. If I said if I sees it, I said if I sees it, you goes with it. Okay? That's what I said. That's what I did say. That's sure enough what I did say. Okay? Um, because are we are the best. The Bobs are the best, and that's just it. Okay? Y'all, why do I randomly watch the Funny Marco interview? And when I tell you, yo, please check on him, y'all, because I'm starting to think he a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Child, cause, ooh, yeah, no, child, instead of asking people for motherfucking money, instead of asking people for fucking Lamborghinis and shit. Immediately, no, nigger. Okay? Immediately, I said no. Okay? Can't read, can't spell, can't conduct himself properly. Okay, with decorum or none of that. All over the motherfucking internet. He done tried Zelle, he done tried all types of different methods of payment at this point. The fuck? Funny Marco. Dear Funny Marco, I am going to block you. Love always, Onika Tanya. Mirage Patsy. Now, so y'all, that's basically all I was gonna say, you guys. Certain buzzwords. Make sure they're not buzzing out of your fingers. Okay, use your brains at all time, not just for balls. Okay, not just for science projects. Okay. And then I posted such a cute little photo, and someone captioned it, stating something very gross. So I basically said, you know what? Anyway, so guys, congratulations. I love you. And I am rooting for you all the time. Okay? And you're gonna be fine. That's one thing I know is you're gonna be great. Okay? Oh, and yes, happy Mother's Day. It's because, probably Sunday. It's Friday. Okay, so happy Mother's Day to all of the moms that will be celebrating Mother's Day this weekend. Okay, and all of your queenly, queendom, queen esque ways. Simply just breathe and simply just try your best to live in the moment, appreciating that God used you or used your body temporarily as a passageway for another beautiful little human being. Okay? What an incredible honor it is to be used that way. That all of that pain and all of that, everything that you went through ended up being all worth it. God bless your children. And God bless you guys. Okay? Tell Funny Marco I said he gonna be blocked like, oh, and I made up a new name instead of, okay, instead of Raja, y'all, like instead of Raja, I figured it out. His name instead of Ray J should have been, y'all, this is so fucking iconic. Actually, I don't even want to give it to this nigga for free. Pause. The name would have been, if I was managing that moron, that psycho, I would have named him, get ready for this, guys. It's so dope. Play J. Not Ray J. Play J. Tell me that's not fly. Tell me that's not fly. Tell me that is not fly. Play J. It's so dope. Well, maybe not for him, but somebody that was, that was giving him some pizzazz, something. I don't know. All right. Okay, guys, we're gonna head out. I love you. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your morning. Enjoy your afternoon. As we leave, make sure you know if you got offerings, the ushers are gonna lead you out. We don't want any lingering around. Just go. Just get up out your seats and go. As we go out, I will play a brand new song by Play J. But head on out. Love you.